specifically have this one page signed and bring this back. This is due by Friday. So there's a spot on the top for you to write when this is due. This is due Friday. Your signature and your parent's signature. It's worth 5 points. This is going to be my written proof that I have, bless you, that I have gone over the syllabus in class and that you have read it. If you sign it and you don't read it and I pull this out later, this signature will tell me, yes, I have read it. So I wouldn't lie about it. I would just actually read it. I'm going to go over almost all of it, but it's on Google. I'm going to say Canvas like probably 47 times this year because I came from a district where we use Canvas. It's the same thing. Google Classroom. It's on Google Classroom for your viewing pleasure. Capiche? I would put this away somewhere safe. You don't really need anything else with it today. Just write down that it's due Friday. It's worth 5 points. Okay? Yes, sir.
Band-Aid.
I have one. Oh, in my handy dandy teacher's emergency kit. I got this one. One Band-Aid. Do you remember to sign for please? Do you remember to sign for please? Please. There you go. Alright. So, I'm going to go over today some of the things that are on our syllabus, and then if we don't finish, we're going to finish last class, then I'll finish it tomorrow, and we'll get some stuff set up tomorrow. I'm going to kind of fly through it because, again, you're going to read the whole thing when you get home tonight, right? Right. Yes! Yes, you are. Okay. So, some things you need to bring into school well, specifically this class, every single day. You need to have either a pre-read binder or a notebook. It doesn't have to be dedicated to this class. You just need a place to store things that I might give you, some handouts and things. So I don't care what it is. Just bring something where you won't lose all your papers, hopefully. Pens and pencils. I don't care which one you bring specifically. You can use either in this class. I would suggest pencils for tests, but it's up to you. If you don't have one, if you forget them, over here at Supply Central, I have a nice handy dandy little bucket that is full of pens and pencils. Joanne, will you hold that up for everybody to see that middle one? Look, there's this beautiful bucket full of pens and pencils. These are reject pens and pencils. They have been found on the floor of my classroom over the years, and I collect them. So they might have been up somebody's nose, I'm not sure, but they're there for your taking if you need them, okay? You will need paper. We use a surprisingly amount of paper in this class because you're going to draw me a bunch of pictures. You don't have to be a perfect artist. I know. You don't have to be a perfect artist, but a lot of sign language includes pictures or writing things so that you can like hold them up and we can talk about them in sign language. So you will need lined paper, or I guess you could bring in printer paper if you want, but you need some sort of paper for this class. You're going to need your Chromebook. How many of you have ever taken another language before? In said language, did you ever read anything or write anything in that language? American Sign Language does not have a written version. Okay? We don't have anything in here for you to read. We don't have anything in here for you to write. What we do have are videos. Those are like our versions of books, our videos, okay? In the back there, you see my handy little tripod. Pretty much every single day I will be recording myself. I'll be recording myself teach things in sign language, and these will be videos that you can view for, like, if you're absent, you can view them on YouTube, but I also share them with teaching people out in the world of American Sign Language teaching, to show them like how I teach class and whatever. So I record a bunch of videos, you will watch a bunch of videos that I create, and then you will also create a bunch of videos. So if you're a little camera shy, you might have to get over that because there is a lot of filming done in this class, okay? You are going to record videos of yourself a lot. Most of the time, the only people that will see that video are you and me. Some of the time, the rest of the class will see the video. I will be sure to let you know ahead of time if anybody else is going to see it that's not me or you. Okie dokie. Y'all cool so far? Sweet. All right. A dry erase marker. Over here, I just got these brand new dry erase lap boards. I'm so excited for them. They're little like the boards that we had on the chairs last week. And they come with these dry erase markers that, according to all the reviews, kind of suck. So it would be beneficial for yourself if you brought your own dry erase marker. If you don't have one, it's not a huge deal. We do have the crappy ones that they come with, and I do have my own supply. But it might be nice for you to have your own. This is not a requirement, it's just it's a suggestion, okay? A clipboard is another suggestion. I do have clipboards that if we need them for like tests or whatever, you can like use one of my clipboards, that's fine. But if you want your own, because you don't want to touch a clipboard that like 47 people other than you have touched, then I would just buy one and bring it with you to class. And you also need to come to school every day with a great attitude. Because I am a very positive person and I want this to be a very positive experience for everybody, so we're going to have a great time, right? Sure. Right. Okay. Questions about any of this? Sweet. I know, I'm a very loud, very talkative person who teaches American Sign Language. It just like doesn't match up. Anyway, if you are able, I would appreciate a donation of a couple of supplies. These are not required, but if you can bring them in, I would love you forever, and I will give you a nice little pat on the back for it. Oh. Maybe 2 high fives, I don't know, if we're getting like crazy. So freshmen, if you can, I would love it if you bring in either pencils for those who, you know people will run out of pencils like October, right? Like you all know that person that like October comes, there's no more pencils left in the whole world. So if you can bring pencils, that'd be great. Freshmen, if you also want to bring tissues or pencils, either one. Sophomores, if you can bring in some dry erase markers just to help beef up my collection, because dry erase markers run dry so quick, especially when we use them a lot. Juniors, you can either bring in a box of tissues or hand sanitizer. Tissues in this room, right now I only have 1 box back there. I'm also going to put a box by the door right there, and I'm also going to put a box up here by my little sink. Because this room, if you haven't noticed, is a little crowded, and so it's kind of difficult to like get up and like go get a tissue if you've got to like blow your nose. Hand sanitizer is real good come flu season. I ain't about to get sick. I don't want y'all to get sick. The more class you miss, the harder it is to make up. So like, we're just gonna stay nice and healthy up in here, right? Right, okay. And then seniors. Do we have seniors in here? 2? 3? 3? Hi, congrats. You made a senior year. How exciting. If you could please bring in either a bottle of hand sanitizer, or if you want to get like real cool, you could bring in a little bag of like a sort of candy, because sometimes talking about candy for like birthdays or prizes or whatever. Okay, but make sure it's like individually packaged. Like don't bring like a bag of M&Ms or something. That's weird. Okay?
Or like caramel ones that are like...
Yeah, that you like twist open, yeah. Or like little like fun-sized Skittles or Jolly Ranchers or something. I know Skittles and Reese's cups are like my thing. That's the other problem with having too much candy in this room, is that when I had my own, like, I used to teach language arts. When I used to teach language arts, I had a what are those things called? File cabinet, right? That didn't have a single piece of paper in it, but you know what it did have? Mountains of candy. So I would just like go in and I would like eat some, like every day. It was really bad for me. Anyway, if you could bring these things, I would love you. And you would get like an extra high five. Questions? Okay. Alright. Classroom rules. This is probably the most important thing that I'll talk about all day. Don't sleep during it. I'm not going to whack you with this, but I'm going to hold it. I have 6 classroom rules. They are posted right here. I'm going to reference them throughout the year a lot. Ad nauseum, which is Latin for a lot. Okay. I have 6 of them that I will explain. Rule number 1 is watch with the intent to understand. In this classroom, your eyeballs are your ears, okay? If you are not looking at me, it is like you are wearing noise-canceling headphones in your English class. It is not possible. You will not succeed, okay? When I'm signing, like fiddling in your bag. You've got to watch me when I'm signing. Okay? If you're not looking at me, it's like you're plugging your ears going, like yeah, just watch. Capiche? Okay. The other part of this, the intent to understand, means that you will not understand 100% of the things that I'm saying 100% of the time. But you need to try your best. I'm going to try to make it as clear as possible what I'm telling you. You need to try your best to like fit together the pieces and try to understand. Okay? Number 2, one person signs or speaks and everybody else watches or listens. I have massive ADHD. Okay? Like, if you couldn't tell, I just can't hold attention for anything. Okay? It is super distracting when I'm up here signing and I hear, what is she saying? Did you get that? What's the homework? I don't know. Whispers make my skin crawl, okay? Especially when I'm voices off, when I'm signing. I hate whispering in the background. It's just it draws my focus, my attention. I don't know what to do about it. It's just, so instead, if I'm signing, I expect for you to be looking at me. Don't whisper. Cool. Number 3, join the party, play the game. This is probably my favorite rule. Every single day when we come into ASL class, we're gonna have a party. Every single day. This is a party, every day. We're gonna have a great time together. It's super lame. I don't know if you've ever been to a party where nobody shows up, but it's super lame to go to a party and you're the only one partying. Okay? It's super lame to have a birthday party and you invite 29 people to come to your birthday party and no one comes. That's really awkward, okay? So we're not going to do that. Instead, in this class, we're going to have a party every single day, and I expect all of you every single day to come in ready to join the party. Yes? No, I mean, I did have a really sad birthday party once when I was 9, where only 3 people showed up, but at least 3 people still came, you know what I'm saying? I'm just hoping that since we have a class of 29, that all 29 come to my party every day. You know what I'm saying? Right? Okay, cool. So we're gonna have a party in here. Please come ready to participate. Play in the game. I mean this kind of literally, but also metaphorically. We will play a lot of games in this class. I want you to play them. I don't want you to sit out and be like, that game's stupid. Yeah, we're gonna play a lot of stupid games in this class, y'all. Deal with it. I just want everybody to participate because really it makes learning a lot more fun. And I plan all of these really corny things for us to do. I just want everybody to be really corny with me. Okay? Okay. Number 4, tell me when I am being unclear. I'm going to teach you a couple signs. Ready? The first one is unclear. Here's sign, unclear. Now here's the deal. Hold on, pause. If you sign this, this means clear. Yeah, I totally understand what you're saying. You're being very obvious. You're being very clear right now. This means unclear. You have to shake your head. This means you are not being clear right now. Hold up, I don't know what you're saying. Okay? If you sign this, it means what? Clear. If you sign this, it means unclear. Good, okay. So if I'm ever talking too fast, or if something doesn't make sense, you watch with the intent to understand, but there's no understanding happening. I want for you to just be you don't have to be I don't get it. You don't have to make it anything crazy. But even if you're just I will notice. I'm standing up here looking at every single one of you. I can see all of you in my peripheral vision right now. Okay? So if you're then I'll be able to notice and I'll repeat myself or I'll figure out a way to make it better. Okay? You can also sign this one. This means don't understand. You flick your first finger up by your head and you shake your head no. If you don't shake your head, what do you think it means? Understand, right? If you nod your head or you don't move your head at all, that means yeah, I understand fully. If you shake your head, that means I don't get it. Confused. Okay? Now, the rest of you, if you see anybody in the room doing or something, I need for you to also sign Unclear, unclear. It doesn't mean that you don't personally understand, but it just helps me see that somebody in the room is not understanding. Because if one person's not with the party, then my party is being ruined. Okay? So if anybody is signing, don't get it, please also sign that same thing. Why? Well, that's real rude. We can still look it up here while this figures itself out. Have nothing out unless told otherwise. So basically, cell phones, earbuds, laptops, keep them put away until I tell you that we need them. Okay. And then be brave and kind. So in this class, how many of you have ever taken a sign language class before? Anybody? One? Cool. So for the majority of you who have never in your lives taken a sign language class, every single thing that we learn in this class will be new. Okay? It takes a very brave person to go into a class where you know nothing. Like, how many of you didn't know how to even sign your name until Friday? Right? It is totally cool that you came in here and you're like, I'm gonna learn something new. I'm gonna do something called sign language. I've never done it before. That is great. That's called being very brave. We applaud you for being brave. However, when somebody's being brave, the rest of us have to be kind about it. If somebody makes a mistake, we are not going to laugh at that person for making a mistake. If I correct somebody, we are not going to snicker and go, he got it wrong. No, that's not how we do that in here, okay? You're going to be brave and you're going to try something new, and the rest of us are going to be kind, and we're going to support you for being brave. That. Okay. Stellar. How's everybody doing so far? Are we good? That was the end of my classroom rules. That was like the hard-hitting portion of this. Now we're going to get into some more fun, interesting things with the students. ASL class for my smart board. Way to go, board. You did great. Okay. Yellow card, red card. Oh, this is, I lied. This is the heavy-hitting thing. Okay. So, when you break a rule, there are consequences, right, for breaking rules. I have two consequences. One of them is a yellow card, one of them is a red card. Anybody play soccer? Right, yellow card, red card, right? It's the same sort of deal. Very frequently in this class, if I see somebody breaking a rule or something, I will just pause and stand here with my new little pointer friend, and I'll just point out my classroom rules, like whichever one apply, and I'll just sit here and wait, and we're gonna waste our time waiting. I will waste time waiting, okay? If it happens too much, and I am like getting done with it, that's where yellow card comes into play. A yellow card has the sign for yellow on it. It is basically a warning. It's worded very nicely on here, but basically what it says is you're kind of getting on my nerves, and I'm gonna need for you to stop, please, pretty please. Whatever you're doing, just stop that one thing. You're making a choice that I don't want you to make. Take a pause, okay? That's what this means. This is just a little warning. This is just like, calm down, figure yourself out. You give it back to me at the end of class and we act like it never happened, okay? If it continues though, like in soccer, if you get a yellow card but then you get another yellow card, etc., then you eventually get a red card. And then when the red card happens, what happens? You're ejected from the game, right? Yeah, that's fine. See you. So that's basically what this red card says. This red card has the signs for stop on it. Sign stop. Now if you fold your hand up like this, that means taco, so don't say taco. Stop, okay? Stop. So it has the sign for stop on it. Basically the red card means that me talking with you has not worked, this yellow card hasn't worked, you're done. I'm done, you're done, we're both done. If you get a red card, I basically want you to either go sit at the back of the room, I've got some little chairs back there, go sit at the back of the room, you can stand in the back of the room, you can sit on I have a little dice back here in this corner. You don't have to pay attention for the rest of the class, but you're going to be silent, you're done for the day. At the end of class, you're going to have to come talk to me, and we're going to figure something out. An email will be sent to someone, be it a parent, a principal, a red card means you're done. Last year, I only gave out 2 red cards the entire year. I had 150 kids. I gave out 2 red cards. I would love to give out no red cards this year. Cool? Yes.
Doesn't this mean Taco Bell?
Yes, it does. Taco Bell. You can also sign Bell, but you can sign Bell or Bell. Any questions about this? Yellow card, red card. Cool. Okay, now into the fun stuff. Now, okay, extra credit stickers. So today's game that we played out in the hallway, you guys had a time of 2 minutes and 55 seconds. So you are currently not winning, but that's okay. The game that we played today is 4 extra credit stickers. So whichever team ends up doing it the fastest will earn 1 extra credit sticker each. For timed games like this, I will take the final time and divide it by however many people are in that class so that we get like an actual like even number so that it's fair. Like the second period class has 24 people in it and you guys have 28, I think. So when I like do that math later, you guys might actually win. Who knows? But it was 4 extra credit stickers. I'm gonna give you a sheet tomorrow that has a bunch of squares on it. You're gonna collect stickers on this sheet. At the end of the semester, like when we have our midterm and our final, you'll be able to turn in this sheet and each sticker is worth half a point of extra credit. You can't turn it in before then, so you can't use it on a test or anything, and you can't give them to a friend. Like if you've got an A+ and your friend's got a D, you can't be like, here, have all my extra credit. But you can use them yourself on the final or the midterm. Cool beans? You'll get them for like winning games. Sometimes there'll be prizes for different things. Sometimes there will be like actual extra credit assignments that if you do it, you'll get an extra credit sticker and something. Questions about that? Sweet. Spoke Stars. Eventually I'm gonna have a whiteboard up here. They haven't installed it yet. I've put in like 3 requests, but it's coming. On there will be a section called Scope Stars where you have the option as a class to earn up to 6 Scope Stars every day. You get 3 for everybody being on time. You get 3 for everybody playing the game and joining the party. So you can earn 6 every day. Those add up throughout the week, and on Fridays, they each equal 1 minute of game time because we play games on Fun Times Friday. And I will tell you what the games are on that Friday, and then you as a class get to choose which one we're going to play. Good? Grades. Very riveting stuff. This is the exact same thing that all of your other classes use because it's the school grades. This is basically how I see the grades, where if you meet my expectations, you get a B. If you exceed my expectations, you get an A. If you're below or far below my expectations, you get a C or a D. I will be honest with you, it is very hard to fail this class. It is possible. People have done it. But it is very hard to fail this class. I want you to succeed. Okay? I want you to enjoy this language, enjoy this class, and go into ASL too. I don't want to fail you. Questions about this? This is how I distribute my grades. There are 4 things that ODE, the Ohio Department of Education, tells me that I have to grade you on. The first one is culture. So we're going to learn about deaf culture in this class. Things like how to get my attention, how to walk through a conversation, deaf history, etc. That goes into culture. It's worth 15% of your grade. 25, a quarter of your grade is interpretive. That means when I'm signing something, you are able to write down or tell me what I'm saying. That goes in the interpretive category. Only 10% of your grade is you signing, presentational. Okay? So you will have here and there some things that you will have to sign. Usually it'll be for video. It will not, there might be like the final project might be in front of the class, but like I haven't even gotten there yet, so I don't know. The presentational is a very small portion of your grade. I will grade you on signing, but it's not gonna like make or break you, okay? The majority of your grade is this thing called interpersonal. Does anybody have a guess of what that means? What? It is a big word. Does anybody know what interpersonal means? Give it a shot. Ryan. Good one. Never mind. We're doing it, what, 10, 11? So I've got 2 minutes. you have a conversation with somebody, what do?
Talk.
You talk, right? One person talks and the other person talks. Do you talk at the same time?
No.
No. What else do you do?
Sorry, I thought I had it, but.
Is it super polite to stare at your phone when somebody else is talking?
No.
No, you have to keep eye contact, right? You nod along. If somebody's saying something you agree with, yeah, I totally agree with that. You might respond with things like, yeah, totally, or no, she did not, oh my god, or whoa, cool, whatever, right? Or ew, that's disgusting. Yeah, like you say little things back, right? You might laugh at jokes. You might, you should listen to what the other person says and then respond. In ASL, we're also going to do all of these things. Every single day you come in with 1 point. It is called your daily interpersonal grade. It is your dig for the day, D-I-G, dig. That dig shows me that you're doing this stuff. That you're following along with the conversation. You're making eye contact with me. You're nodding along when I am signing stuff. You're allowed to laugh in ASL class. Deaf people laugh all the time. Just because our voice is off doesn't mean that we have to be silent. Okay? I will get more into digs as it comes, or tomorrow, but these are things that you can lose your dig point for. Talking when you shouldn't be, having your cell phone out, breaking voices off, etc. Or not participating, that sort of thing. Questions about this? I'm going to do this one last slide and then I'll be done. Digs will be worth roughly 40 to 50 points. You get 1 dig every single day. So right now you all have 100% on your digs for the quarter. Okay? Every day you come in here, you alone have the option of losing that dig. I don't want you to lose it. So as long as everybody participates, you get to keep a point. Okay? Okay. Interpersonal grades make up 50% of your final grade, which basically is just a way of saying you need to be here, you need to be interacting with me, you need to participate. It's worth a whole lot of your grade. You don't participate with me, you don't interact with me, your grade will drop quickly. Cool? Yes. You still, I put it in the final grade book as 50 points, so if you happen to be absent that day, then you just get the point for that day. But I wouldn't be absent a whole lot because then you're going to fall behind and then the rest of your grades will drop. So, any other questions? We will finish the rest of this tomorrow. This sheet of paper you're going to get signed when?
By Friday.
By Friday. And it also is a signature that says that you're going to read what? The syllabus. Good job. Okay. Let me see if we have announcements today, and if not, I'll let you know. Oh, hey, this is actually something that I do need to tell you. Does anybody in here have a locker? Okay, if you have a locker, let me go to this. This is the only announcement. So under period 3, under classwork, there's a section for our class called homeroom. There's a thing called locker sign up. So if you have a locker, or 2 lockers, you're allowed to have more than 1 locker, you just can't share it with anybody. So if you have a locker, you need to go into my Google Classroom page, look under coursework, there's a section called homeroom, and you need to fill out the locker sign up. It's just a little Google form. If you don't have a locker, you can ignore it. But it's due by Friday, so you do need to get that done. And then, let's see, what else is an announcement? Okay, the Gahanna Lincoln Investment Society, I'll put this on. What? The Gahanna Lincoln Investment Society will have the first meeting of the year on Thursday the 22nd at 7 a.m. The investment club offers students the opportunity to learn about making money on Wall Street while investing real money in the stock market. Ooh, sounds dangerous. Underwater Robotics Club. We literally have that?
Yeah. We've had it for years now.
Stop.
I know people who do.
That's so exciting. Wait, do you scuba dive and put robots together? Or do the robots go underwater?
The robots go underwater. Sometimes they do tournaments and for real.
Oh my gosh, I need to learn more. Anyway,
Yeah.
they will have their first meeting for new members on the 26th, which is next Monday, from 3 to 5 in Clark 320. The GLHS Book Club will have their first meeting Wednesday, August 28th, which is next Wednesday. All are welcome to attend. For questions, please say and click in the library. Makeup, IDs, and pictures will be taken on Friday the 30th, which is not this Friday, but next Friday during lunch periods in the auditorium. Questions? Sweet. You guys can chill for the last. We're here for 6 more minutes. We're here till 10:20. Thanks for your attention.
Personal, and there's also